What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. It is the review of the first Bledisloe and Rugby Championship game between Australia and New Zealand, and what a game we were treated to. Now before we get into the result and who won, can we just give some credit to Australia? They really showed up. The first half was theirs, except for that last try at the end. But Australia showed a lot of discipline, a lot of strength, a lot of commitment and passion to the game. They were on the attack, they were on the defence, they were stealing the odd line out, which was truly remarkable. When I saw the game at the start, I thought maybe we could see a different Australian team take this game and maybe just give the All Blacks a run for their money. But unfortunately for the Australians, it just wasn't meant to be. Beauden Barrett missed the place kick to get a penalty, to get 3 points. So it would have been 3-6. And then I thought, man, could we see pressure? Are the All Blacks rattled? Are they crumbling under this whole pressure of not being able to score in the first half an hour of the game? But then that last minute try in the second half that Aaron Smith got was truly remarkable. And then I still turned to my father and I said, this is the All Blacks coming back. Now, there were moments in that first half for the Australians, and I think sadly they only have themselves to blame here, because they couldn't capitalise on moments when they were on the try line. They had opportunities to go on, to go forward and to score a try, and they just didn't have it in them. The All Blacks defence is truly remarkable. They are the best team in the world for a reason, and they certainly proved it today. Australia had the opportunities. They just seemed to get tired, which is sad, because I feel for Michael Hooper, because that man is a hard working individual. He plays for his country like no other, and he just goes in for every ball, whether it's an intercept, whether it's trying to steal the ball, whether it's a tackle, whether it's a run, whether it's a pass. He really is all over, and today he also showed why he's one of the leaders. He's the leader in the team, and showed his strength. Goodhue looked good too. He seemed a little bit rattly when trying to rush the players too in order to pass. To me, they dawdled a bit. When they had the ball to pass, get the ball out quick, pass it wide. Instead of this quick pass to your prop or to your forwards and get through. It didn't work. Now for me, as a fan watching the game, if things don't work, try a different tactic. When they seemed to run the ball on the All Blacks in that first half, they looked like they were doing well and attacking in a different way and putting the All Blacks under pressure. When they stopped and got tackled, and Goodhue quickly did the quick pass to the forward, they just automatically go straight down and then start over again. And then that's when they tend to lose the ball, because the tackles are hard, and Kieran Reid and all those guys are there waiting. It's almost like they're prepared for that moment. The All Blacks are strong in phases. They're disciplined, and they have the fitness level to keep going. So for me, they should have just run the ball, pass it out to the wings, give it to Beale or to one of the other guys, Foley, to maybe do a tactical kick going forward in order to maybe get a try. And it was those kind of things that really just irritated me a bit in the first half. Yes, going for points, probably the smartest move, because Bernard seemed to have his boot on, but I would have also just maybe done a line out to go for a try. I really think if they had got a line out, especially in the first half, and carried the ball over and drived it over the try line, it could have happened. Especially in that first half. In the first half against the All Blacks, you've got to throw first blood. You've got to throw the first punch and score the try. A penalty kick, great. 2 penalties, even better. But 1 try makes a difference, guys. 1 try can pull the momentum of a team like the All Blacks and take them into a zone that is so terrifying that they just can't completely outplay a team, which ended up happening today. So from a first half point of view, if Australia go into next week's going to be tough, because now they're going to Eden Park, if I'm not mistaken, and playing in New Zealand is another kettle of fish. It is so much tougher. You've got the momentum of the crowd. You've got the passion of the electricity of the stadium. The players are just that much more better when playing because they got the momentum of their supporters behind them, and they want to make the fans and their families proud. So they're going to go in hell's blazing for that one. And it's just going to be tough. But if any advice that the people should give the give the Aussies is to run the ball more, take a bit more chances, and run and pass. Long passes can work. You guys have wings. Your wings are there to score in the end. Pass to them. Use them. Use your centres to pound into the players. Curtly Beale is a man of experience. He knows what he's doing. He's been in situations like this before. He's been in victories. He's been in losses. He's been in good times and bad times of Australian rugby. So for me, use the player more. Get him out. Get him to take leadership of those backs if Hooper can't control them, and just work on those kind of phases if you're wanting to better yourself and to grow. That was my main highlight from that second half. But then we get from the first half. But then we get to the second half where Australia just were on another level. They really were. Beauden Barrett, guys, I am concerned about his kicking, but then he makes moves and breaks that are just genius, and then it's like, oh well, forget about the kick, he's just scored a try and made up for those points. But I still believe it is important for your place kicker to be on point. I think the commentators were saying that he had like a 50% average against France with kicking boot, which isn't that great, and currently 70%. So that's a worry for me. I would really think of getting a backup kicker and seeing who we can put in order to get that point scoring, because in a tight situation, let's say Australia capitalised and scored points, kicking those conversions over mean a lot. But alas, it doesn't matter. Australia still lost and New Zealand still dominated. Aaron Smith scoring a great try in the 38th minute, which was truly remarkable. Then the 43rd minute, Jack Goodhue scored a try. Beauden converted that one. So you got the first 5 minutes before, or just under 5 minutes before the second half, the All Blacks score. 5 minutes after the second half, or just in the middle there, All Blacks score again. So really I'm thinking, there's pressure here. Gutted for Ryan Crotty that he's off. Sorry, I'm backtracking a bit here, but he's a worry now because I think he's been concussed quite a few times, and as an All Black fan, I think you'd be worried about him. Hopefully, he can fight back and get back into it, because we all know what a great player he is. Sonny Bill Williams is injured, so there's a bit of an issue there, but who knows who could come in. And then Beauden's try was truly remarkable. He capitalised on an error that the Aussies did, and this is when I realised they started getting tired. They had their opportunities, they get the ball, and then they seem to just like lose it. They lose control of the ball, they knock it on, they make silly errors, and if you make silly errors against a team like the All Blacks, they're just going to capitalise, and they're just going to dominate and destroy. They are the best in the world for that exact reason. And Beauden Barrett is a man of many talents. His breakthrough earlier in the game was outstanding. Then this try was outstanding. He's not best player of the world for 2017 and 16 for a reason. He's just that damn good. And great try for him and well converted. So he's already making up points. Then Brodie Retallick. That man is a machine. What a try he scored in order to help the All Blacks continue the dominance further. That man is a machine. His break even, his little dummy pass and then continuing strength. I don't know about you guys, but when you watch that man, it doesn't look like he's running fast, but because his legs are so damn long, he's running flippin' fast. And he's just a machine. And as a rugby fan, and I love seeing good tries and good players showing off their skills, to see a man like Brodie Retallick come back and just completely dominate was outstanding. So credit to Brodie Retallick. I'm sure a lot of you All Blacks fans are very proud of him today. He had a really, really outstanding game. And then Ben Smith got a conversion as well, I see. Very interesting. Bernard Foley kicking over his points to the kick. kept calm, kept with themselves. And this is where I got impressed. In the 66th minute when Jack Maddox scored, I thought, could the Wallabies be coming back? Are they putting up that fight that we aren't used to? We as fans watching teams play against the All Blacks, we're not used to seeing comebacks. Normally come the 66th minute or so, when the All Blacks are scoring tries, we're not used to seeing comebacks. And then I thought, whoa, Jack Maddox has scored. Could we see something special? And obviously the subs came on for the All Blacks and all that stuff. But then, Nahalo, he was a machine today. That guy is just fast and strong. First try in the 73rd minute, another try in the 75th minute, and then that was ball game. Ball game when he scored his first try. And unfortunately, the Aussies just couldn't come back from that. It's just one of those things, eh? The All Blacks are just on another level. And I've said this before in past videos, and I'm going to say it again. You cannot sit back. You cannot take a breather against a team like the All Blacks. Because then they just come and dominate. You think when Australia scored that try, alright, okay, we could see something back. Might not win, but they might get close. They might put up a bit of a fight. So then I thought, okay. But then you put on the brakes a bit, and you think, okay, let's figure out new plans. By the time Australia is figuring out new plans on how to score another try, the All Blacks have scored another try. And then they scored another try. And that's the strength within this bloody team. Just when you think you can maybe beat them, they come back out of nowhere and then destroy. We saw it against France. One of those games when, come second half, it was close, it was tight, the French were looking good. But then the All Blacks just come back. It's either Steve Hansen scares the shit out of the All Blacks and shouts them down, or Kieran Reid, and they come back as new players. But whatever it is, it's working. And you can clearly see it. It is just pure, tactically genius from the number one team in the world. The Blade is lost since 2003. Why? Because they're just that damn good. And they're keeping up the consistency of their level of rugby. Now, Australian fans, for me personally, I wouldn't feel down and out. I really wouldn't. I think it's a huge improvement. What we've seen from this team. The real thing for me is silly errors and discipline. And maybe fitness. If they can work on those three things, I really think they could beat the All Blacks. And I'm serious about that, because they had the opportunities, but they didn't capitalize. And Michael Cheika needs to drill that in within his team. Like I said earlier, when you're on the try line, instead of this whole waiting, okay, quick pick up, pass to your prop. Stop that. Get the ball out, run it, get points. Especially when you're on the try line. A try is so important, and a try against a team like the All Blacks can rattle you. 3 to 6 points doesn't rattle them. It's tries, and if they can do that, then we'll see a different team. Now, going into next week's game, I don't want to give too much away because I'm always going to do predictions for that. Australia need to come up with a different attitude going forward, and a bit more strength within. They're a fantastic team. They've got fantastic players who are capable of beating the All Blacks. But come next weekend, it's going to be even tougher. If they had a chance, it would have been today. Next week's going to be even tougher, I think. Playing in New Zealand, as I mentioned earlier, is hard. As for the All Blacks, I think they're going to maybe stick to the same game plan, or in the first half maybe go in more of an attacking mode and just go straight for the Wallabies and try and destroy and dominate. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to hold each other out. It will be interesting to see if Crotty's back. Falau obviously getting injured there towards the end with the niggle on the leg. I hope they're back because they're great players, and it's always sad to see such great talent go out to injury. So I'm very excited and curious to see what's going to happen in this next game. I think we're going to be treated to special rugby, and I hope another good game. Now the scorecard says otherwise, 38 to 13 points, another New Zealand dominance, but I think we need to also just analyse the moments Australia did. They scored a try, they got some points, they just need to work on discipline in order to and stop making silly mistakes which falls under discipline, and fitness levels. If they can maybe hold on to the All Blacks, play a calmer game, and stick fast for those 80 minutes, then they've got a chance. But it's going to be tough next weekend. So first game done and dusted. Good win for the All Blacks, 6 tries to 1, if I'm not mistaken. So well done to them for pulling up a fantastic victory. And I'm excited to see what happens next week. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, make sure you have subscribed to this channel so you can keep up to date with all future rugby uploads. Tomorrow I will be doing the review of Springboks versus Argentina, so make sure you are subscribed for that as well. Gonna be getting ready shortly to go out for that game. It's gonna be a cracker. But as a South African fan, and I think as Argentinian fans, I'm nervous to face definitely the All Blacks and also the Australians, because I think they definitely showed some improvement. But we'll have to wait and see what happens next week as this tournament progresses. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys real soon for the rugby. Enjoy your evening for the Australian and New Zealand subscribers further, and I'll see you guys real soon for another video. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.